Now, of course, the snooker coming thick and fast this season, and one of the real majors coming up. Mark Selby defends the UK Championship. The coverage starts live, Eurosport 1, Saturday, 1 o'clock. We'll have studio coverage on every session, and it starts Saturday, 1 o'clock at the Barbican in York. Tournament actually starts Tuesday. There's 3 days pre-TV, 1 round, and then it's down to 64, so... The best kiss?
No, he can probably top the yellow, but the kiss is tied up both green and brown. He's dropped into an awkward position again. He's not really controlling the cue ball quite right. His table has been recovered since last night's play.
Lyu Haotian, 3.
It's a very good shot. Played it with right-hand side, or left-hand side rather, checking it off the cushion. I'm sure he had that in mind in behind those 2 bolt colours.
Oh, anonymous.
Quite amazing, isn't it, that he's not hit a ball there. He's gone through the reds.
Well, it's a definite chance. It's such an open match, this. So many balls being gone for. There's going to be chances. And this is now another one for Lyu Haotian, who sort of rather sheepishly went back to his chair after missing the red, but he's straight back at the table again. These guys do practice a lot. It's everyone on the tour would tell you the Chinese players really work hard, but of course, something's fallen from somewhere on the floor. Oh, some foam. I was about to say it's a different feeling in a match with the pressure on, but I'm not quite sure where that's come from. It's the lighting rig maybe, or somewhere.
Don't think the referee has seen it.
Very nearly landed on the table.
6. 7.
Surely the ref's got to get rid of that. And this is what happened. It's come from, the rig overhead. It's got all the lights and everything.
Could have been worse. Could have been the whole rig.
Yeah, well, that certainly would have been worse. You're right. We've had before
14.
sort of oil dripping from there, and, you occasionally get some problem. But anyway, no one was damaged.
15.
This is what you sort of don't see at home. This is what's above the table, the lights, obviously, for television. It's quite a construction, quite an effort just to get it all into place.
Straight up. He's good at doubles. There's 2 now.
Points 3.
Well, that's a great way to recover, isn't it? To recover the situation. We've had all sorts happen at venues. Famously in the 70s, rain stopped play in a match at the World Championship in Manchester because there was a slight crack in the roof. Some venues we've had problems with the curtain hasn't been shut properly and the lights blaring in. I remember one match at the Crucible, obviously 2 tables there, one match had finished on one side of the arena, but they turned the light off, the one
30.
that was still in play. A rather delicate stage. I'm pretty sure if he's watching, he'll confirm this. Andrew Paget was playing.
31.
Right through the gap.
38.
He probably wanted to hit the right-hand red, actually, of the bunch. But he's gone through a gap that's very small. Maybe behind green and brown will be handy.
Lyu Haotian, 38.
Well, Bingtao has taken a decision to get rid of that bit of foam and chuck it under the table. Better still, though, for him, he's lining up a red.
Yes, he can just get through to it.
Here we go. This will give parents everywhere hope of a teenager tidying up.
No, that's not a good shot.
Six.
It's amazing you see that the pink, if it's just above a little bunch of reds, it protects them, and often the reds won't even move, like there when the pink is struck half ball. Very well.
Well, it's finished about as bad as it could for Lyu Haotian.
Yes, it's one of them double kisses which was avoidable. Earlier on that Bingtao seems to have an extra gear. Didn't subconsciously not play well, obviously, but he is capable of getting better as the match goes on, as he's proved in the two previous
8.
rounds.
Nine. $16. 17. 23. 24.
There are problems, not only the red on the left, the two that are tied up by the pink, but of course where the green and brown are in each other's way. It's going to be hard to score big here.
$31.
In an ideal world, the bottom red of the two close together would be the one he takes here. That's if he can, of course, see enough of it. It looks like he might be able to. He believes he can. Well, he didn't have to play it, but it's the sort of shot you play it because you think it's on, but he played it as if he wasn't sure.
Just while we watch the replay, I could tell that Mark Williams is, because he's in the final tomorrow, but earlier in the week his wife, Joanne, wasn't well, and Mark said that apparently she's been taken back to hospital. So he says he's waiting to see what's happening. Obviously he doesn't want to pull out, but hopefully all is well there. It's a great pot from Lyu Haotian. Yeah, so we send Joe our best, and indeed Mark, for that matter. Hopefully he'll be, hopefully he'll be here tomorrow.
$6. 7.
He's not happy with it straight away. And he can pot this red, but he comes
14.
up the table. Through bulk, I think. Yes, he can hold for the blue. He's done very well to hold,
15.
actually. Hit it in the thick side of the pocket. It can drop in behind the red. Could play the cannon it out, but maybe a good few in front. 28 in front, so the red will be enough. Well, he's played the cannon, and he's missed it. Now that's the sort of cannon, if you play the cannon, you've got to get it, because he could have played in behind the red, only needing it. This is where a player will need experience and need to make this safety shot a really good one. Oh, I don't think the double was the shot there. No, he's taken a couple of those. But he had a chance to really get Yang Bingtao in trouble.
Yeah, he's watching as the red. He's coming back, coming back. Of course, it's all that Lyu Haotian needs to take the lead.
One.
Well, extra points with the blue. So 2 snookers required. The yellow would make it 3.
6.
Been a lot of chances. It's been
8.
a little bit stop-start. We've not had a 40 break yet in this match. It's a big prize at the end of it all, of place in the final tomorrow.
Lyu Haotian. 8.
So 3 snookers needed. If he potted green and brown, it's 2 on the blue.
3. Seven. Yeah, Bingtao 7.
And it's been a slow old start between these two. I'm sure this match is going to pick up. Sometimes the slightly longer matches, you can't quite see or visualise the winning line in the first 4 frames as they come out after the mid-session interval, which of course is after frame 4.
Well, this has sort of ended up a snooker. This has sort of ended up a snooker. It's a tall order, but if he were to get one, then you never know.
Not so easy to get one with the black in the middle of the table like that. It's never a very good place to get snookers from. Well, that's a really good shot. I mentioned it was tough to get a snooker behind the black. He's managed to get one. One that I think Lyu will fancy hitting.
So that brings it to an end, and Lyu Haotian's going to be in front for the first time. As I say, scrappy. His highest break is just 32. Bingtao's highest break, just 38. But the bottom line is, it's Lyu Haotian in front in the match. Can either of them get into a nice rhythm, be edgy all the way? We shall see, but Lyu Haotian happy to be in the lead at 2-1. Welcome back to the Waterfront Hall here in Belfast. All-Chinese semi-final in the Northern Ireland Open. Lyu Haotian leads Yan Bingtao 2-1. We've got one more frame to come before mid-session interval. Mark Williams win a 6-2 over Elliot Slesser earlier, although, as I said, he's just been tweeting that his wife is unwell. She's had to be taken into hospital, so we certainly hope all is well there. That we hope to see Mark, of course, in the final here tomorrow. Just waiting for Yan Bingtao to come back into the arena. There's been some great potting in this match, but no breaks yet. They're getting in, but they're not staying in. Highest break, 38. I actually credited that to Yan Bingtao. It's the other way around. It was Lyu Haotian who had the 38, and it was Yan Bingtao at the 32.
Frame 4. Yan Bingtao to break. Six.
Standard's not been all that high. And that's pot success will have to improve, I think. You would expect somebody to take advantage of that, start improving theirs.
7.
Well, not slow, not especially quick. 24 seconds average shot time. Depends on what sort of match it is. If you tend to find you have big breaks flying in, shot time tends to be lower. If there's a lot of safety or it goes scrappy, then it can get extended a bit.
13.
Well, Yan Bingtao won the first frame, was looking to dominate, having, of course, already played in a semi-final in a ranking event this season, but despite a lot of chances, I was going to say he finds himself trailing, but that was a pretty routine pot to miss, really. And the Yan Bingtao supporters in the crowd trying to give him a bit of support here by pulling him to the table.
Yeah, rare show of emotion there. Just put his hands out when he missed it. He couldn't believe it. They're not happy at all about that one.
Well, we saw yesterday afternoon Elliot Slesser and Lyu Haotian both trying to get to their first semi-final, both very edgy. Wasn't a high-quality match. Of course, here, Jan and Lou both trying to get to their first final. And again, I think it's having an effect. It's just inhibiting them a little bit, causing a few errors where we wouldn't expect them. Yeah, this was just the routine pink that he missed. Couldn't believe it.
Eight.
Well, he certainly had a real shot opportunity to take a 3-1 lead. And he forced a wide angle that didn't seem to be there. Get round for the two reds. He needs to start playing. I said earlier, he's able to up his game when he needs to.
15. 16.
'Get the feeling that this is a match that might be a little slow burner now, just be after the interval.
23.
Then whoever gets to the front at any point will see the winning line. The standard will improve.
24. $31.
Well, that's more like it. It doesn't really have a wide enough angle to comfortably go into the bunch from this. Might still be able to do something. But it's going to have to be off the next colour. And if he plays up on the blue, that pink ball is just
39.
over to the left, and also the gap between that and the top red. Not good enough. He
Bingtao,
played on the
39.
pink, but he disappointed with that shot. And the mistakes continue here. Overcut it quite dramatically.
Touching ball.
Well, the fact that it's touching, it's got a pretty easy safety shot now. It's never really unlucky to hit the jaw of the middle pocket. It's always a bad shot. Well, Lyu Haotian has a few supporters here.
Lyu Haotian 4.
They're looking for a thin edge. Missed it. Got close.
Oh.
You'll get a chance to get even
Nice.
closer.
Yeah,
Because I'll
Bingtao
be
5.
amazed if it's not put back.
Yes, yellow and blue on this spot, so that's no problem. It's just a cue ball now. That was done without any fuss at all. This is why you see the refs checking the line of the shot in case they have to do that.
The problem he's got here is he can see a red full ball,
Oh.
so he'll get a
Nice.
warning,
Yeah,
which
Bingtao 4.
means that he's got to hit one on the third attempt. So he won't be playing the same shot. He's a very brave man to do so. As you can see, the red to the left of the pink he can get to whenever he wants, and that's the red I'm sure he'll be playing now. Have to manufacture a shot of some description to get safe.
Well, he should be warned.
Well, I didn't see the warning or hear it. Maybe it happened.
I don't think it did, actually. But he's got to hit a red under the rules. Oh,
Yes.
Here we go. Yeah. So he was one there. This is the problem, isn't it? It could be end of frame anyway.
Well, they'd be annoyed with him. I don't know what on earth he was trying there. He had to do something a bit more positive than that, what he's done. It's one of the worst shots he's ever played. He's left any amount of pots on here. The pace he played it, I don't know what he was hoping to achieve.
One.
Just really not sure what he tried there. Makes no sense to me.
Nine.
Well, what it all means is red and big colour here.
16.
Should be 2-2 at the interval. It's not really caught fire yet, this match. It's been stop-start. No real breaks
17.
to speak of. Jostling for position as they head to the interval. Yeah, well, that last shot he played, whatever it was, it just put Yan Bingtao bang in. He may as well have missed it a third time.
25.
Because it's the same result.
$32. $33. $38.
I suppose you've got to look at it from the other perspective, is that Yan Bingtao put Lyu Haotian in trouble, and it's the two
39.
shots that were missed, and the third strike it out rule came in, and then he played a nothing shot, to be honest.
$46. $48.
So it looks like we're going to get half century at long last. This green takes him to 51.
52. One, sorry. $55. 60. $66.
So maybe not the fluent flowing match that we were hoping for or expecting, but it can still happen after the interval, and they're going to be coming back all square. Yan Bingtao makes the highest break of this match so far, 73, a clearance to level up with 7 frames possible to come after the interval. They're all square, 2 frames all.
and, you know, gets his first frame on the board, which I think it's more important for him to get a frame on the board than it was for Bingtao, because he's the less experienced of the two, you know.
He can't get Yan Bingtao get ahead of him by a huge amount. Do you think maybe then he was just forcing it a little bit, the first couple of frames a bit, maybe?
Who?
Lyu Haotian.
I like people that try and force it.
Brilliant.
So even if you're missing, but you're forcing, you know, as long as you're not playing like crazy shots, there's more chance that you're going to start flying, you know. And here he tried to get the red off the cushion, which is still, it's the type of shot that me and Jimmy would play.
Yeah, and another shot here though, Ron. We've
gone for the double, yeah. I mean, it's okay going for the double, but you've got to try and get a good white.
Yeah.
You know, so if you miss it, even if the red goes somewhere, you know, it's hard for him to get to the bottom of the white ball. He's left Bingtao a shot here. He's lucky Bingtao's missed this. You know, didn't miss it by far. But it's won him the frame. But, you know, over a course of a match, if you keep not keeping control of the table, eventually, you know, he's going to start potting them and your mistakes are going to get punished. Yeah. This is a nice pot. You know, this kid's playing at a nicer tempo than Bingtao. And I like to see someone that's attacking the game, even if they're not playing well, because to play well, you've got to try and play at a decent tempo.
Absolutely. There's a lot about his mindset. You know, take those, you know, try and grasp it and make mistakes or not. And on that subject, that's where we're going to start frame 4, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's in trouble here. He's been warned. He's missed the balls twice, and I don't know what happened there. Neil Folds sort of said it all there. That was just the worst shot he's ever played.
Is that a bit of Shredsville, maybe?
Yeah, it's a bit of Shredsville. I don't know what he played. He might as well try. If he's going to play a shot like that, he might as well try to have a whack, because he just left Bingtao, you know, like salt and pepper, these ones. And then Bingtao just carries on. He can't miss from there. You'd get 30 from there, Colin.
Yeah, I tell you what, I fancy my chances. Highest break, though, there for Yan Bingtao, 73 there.
Yeah,
definitely be exactly what he would have wanted coming back in here.
Yeah, as Ron said, you know, it had probably settled him down. Maybe he's having a few issues with his cue action and all that. Only he will know that. And But 2 each is very nicely paused.
Absolutely. So they're in there. Your guess is as good a mine of who's feeling the better. We'll talk about that when we come back. But when you've got these guys, you use the table, right? You have to do it. And I asked you what you wanted to do, and you're going to do a wee bit of swerve shots. The masse, Ronnie, we love to see this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a safety shot like this, and you can play it plain ball, but by playing it plain ball, you can just get that angle. So whereas if you play this with a little bit of side, obviously you've got to judge the throw on the white. Because if I put left-hand side on it, it's going to go that way, and then it's going to turn like that. So you kind of have to judge it. It's kind of feeling sort of shot. But by putting side on it, you can get closer into that knuckle, and you can get in here and get the white round here, so you can put your opponent in more trouble.
Would you ever take the masse in a game, because you know numpties like me want to see that more? Would that ever be in your mind in a match? You think, I'll do that because I know people like to see that better than just playing plain ball.
Well, I struggle to play plain ball anyway, so every shot I play with has got a certain amount of side, but I believe if you hit the ball solid enough, you can control the side on the ball, you know? It's when you hit it a bit tinny that it kind of doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So this one here, you're just going to just feed it in, nice and slow. And there you see the angle where it's... So I've kind of got a snooker there. Whoop. And he's banging trouble. I'm thinking, lovely jubbly, tournament's mine. But if you play that plain ball, you can only get your white there.
Yeah.
And then you're going to leave him a shot. So it's very important to play with side, but not like where you're off the white ball, just a little fraction and get a nice feeling to the ball.
Where do you want this?
We can put it there.
There?
Okay.
Is there any way, here, is there any way we could see it with a cue cam? Have we got the cue cam up and going?
Well, have a go.
I'd love to see it in the cue cam.
What sort of, what do you want me to do on this one?
Mate, everything you do is magic, as the police say.
Okay.
So as long as you've got the... Can we do it with a cue cam, and then we can travel with the ball?
Really?
Yeah, I would love that if we could. I know. By the way, when you put this cue cam on, it changes the shot completely. Like, it's really difficult.
Oh, this is horrible.
Yeah, I know, it's horrible. It's horrible. But anyone could do it. You can. Here we go. Let's see if we can... Oh, I love that shot. I love that.
I can't pull the cue back.
Look at that.
Yeah, go on.
I've got a bit more rope.
Go on there. Chuckle Brothers. We'll just go on that, because Jimmy...
Oh, look at that.
There you go. There you go.
I'm happy with that.
Love it. Jimmy,
I'm happy with that.
We're going to try and do a mass. Where's that dodgy cue, the other one?
Jimmy, don't worry about the cue cam. You know when you tried to pull it round there, I think you've broken it there. So it's two grand for you, all right?
No problem, mate.
All right, good man.
Right, okay. You just get them balls off the table.
Here we go, the whirlwind. We can just sit back.
Well, me and Ron are going to have a few.
What about the shot you played against me in the... do you remember that one where you massayed it?
Well, the one that won shot of the century.
Yeah.
You still beat me though.
Right, we've only got about
never.
30 seconds, so
How long we got?
about 30 seconds there.
Jesus. Right, we'll try and do a mass.
It's like big break here.
This is a proper masso now.
Try and pop the pink.
Really? Oh my God, Jimmy! If you pull this off lap of the table, no. Oh! Please have another go. Please have another go. Quick. There you go. Grab that weight.
Well, they can wait, can't they?
Right, that's okay. That's okay. Here we go. This would be it. This is it. Go on, come back in. Listen, we'll do it during the break. We'll show it to you when we come back. Yan Bingtao is ready. Lyu Haotian as well is ready. Both men looking to make their first ever ranking title. Who's got the bottle?
Oh, too much.
We're back after the break. Masse away, Jimmy. Masse away.
Ronnie, yes, Ronnie. Yes, Ronnie. That's how you do it.
You look
Absolutely
yeah,
devastated I am.
Well, that's how we spend our breaks. Ronnie did it first time. Second time, sorry, no need to boast. I have to say, though, Jimmy broke the cue over his knee. We didn't get it on camera. That's what you get when the Rocket's here.
No, that was brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic. Listen, completely different affair out there, doing it for real. I mean, if you had a fiver, where would it go? I mean, I'm loving just how tense it is.
I think you just have to probably go with Bingtao because he's got the better all-round game, a bit more experience, and I feel like he probably couldn't play any worse than that. I think he's going to get a lot better.
Yeah. But I still think the kid's got more of a rhythm. So I still, if the kid, I think the kid can win the games in one visit, and I don't think Bingtao can at the moment.
Thank you for
These guys disagreed
Lyu
before the
Haotian
match started, and they're still sticking with their original choice. They may have the same manager, share practice tables, dinner tables, and hotel rooms at times, but they're the best of enemies now. Something has to give. Dave Hendon and Neil Foles.
Yes, and it'll be interesting to see how they hold up as we get towards the end of the match with the finishing line approaching. They're both one deciders this week, but this is to get into the final tonight. So the pressure can only really increase, you would feel. I'm sure they'll still be going for the shots, though. Jan went for that one and has left it on. Of course, he ended the first mini-session with a break of 73, the highest by far of this match so far. He's a little short on the black.
1.
Yeah, see, the problem he's got the red that's at the bottom of the bunch, not the one just above the black, but the one down the middle there. He could hit that half ball and the cue ball could just drift away. He wants to hit that red full, I think. Yeah, it's not bad. It's got a shot at least.
8.
Again,
9.
problem is he's struggling with his cue ball. Wrong side of the blue, and, well, probably only one red he can get on. Ideally, he would like to be to the right of the red that's just up and to the left of the black, but I don't know how he can get there. That's the running side. He hasn't really got the cue power for that. He's never going to get anywhere near the reds.
14.
He's on that one. Bit of a bonus, I think. Must be tight, this. No, couldn't get to it, you see. That was the problem. The red in the pack of reds was in the way.
14.
Well, he's going to be straight back in again. Or not. Yeah, it was slightly awkward, actually, over the brown.
Well, the few shots since the mid-session interval have not seen any improvement from what we saw before it.
Yes, as Ronnie was saying, it's a big occasion and the tension is inevitable. Saw them both on the practice table there during the interval, trying to just get going a little bit, cue arms going, play a few shots. That's a good pot.
1.
Can either one of them start to take control is the question. There's been no more than a frame between them so far.
Eight. 9.
kind of agree with Ronnie, I think, but Yan is more likely to just power away with these big breaks. As we've seen, when he needs to do it, he can just almost turn it on. I think if Lyu Haotian is going to win, it's going to be a longer experience without any sort of
14.
power break making and getting in off long pots.
Well, it's a big target, but he didn't find the reds.
Bingtao 14. Six.
The black not available. The red to the right of the black would be the one at some point to shift. Can't really do it anytime soon, though.
7.
Yeah. And Bingtao has got to put everything aside, his friendship, the occasion, all these things, and start to knock some balls in, get his rhythm, which makes him a very formidable player when all that comes together. He hasn't been in this match yet. We don't know. You could just flick a switch and
Yeah, I certainly think if he can win this frame now with a good-sized break, having made the 73 in the pre-interval.
Twenty. $25. $26. $32. $33.
well, the last few pots have all been going in right in the middle of the pocket. That one didn't. That one didn't even look in.
39.
How on earth did that drop? Amazing, isn't it? I just thought for 2 shots there, things were looking better. And those 2 shots in a row, very poor. I think he's quite annoyed with himself. Banged his cue.
It's almost like nearly missing the first one made him more nervous for the second one. The pink Well, it dropped, but you'll see tournaments where that wouldn't have gone in. So 39 in the frame, still 5 reds on though.
Well, he'd like to get some of these safer reds out in play because he's behind. It was a scoreboard shot, but he hasn't really done it there. So, 45 will be the difference when this goes in, and it will be another red and high value colour. Doesn't really want to get on that red now by the black. Doesn't need it to be out in open play. Not now. Not with this lead. Well, if he played to move it, I think personally it's the wrong shot.
6.
Because red and pink would be enough for snookers to be required. You've got to play to the scores. Need it in the open. Like he's going to win the frame then, unless there's a turnaround in snookers.
13.
Play with right hand side to widen the
14.
angle. Frame's over.
Yes, and the next one is going to be the biggest so far because it gives him the chance to, as I say, go 2 clear. With then the potential, of course, to get to 5-2. So Lyu Haotian looking to keep with him. But as I say, also try and start scoring himself. We've seen some terrific potting in the match. Only 1/2 century, though. That was the 73 Yan Bingtao made in the last frame.
Point. Yan Bingtao, 20th frame.
So, for the first time since he won the opening frame, Yan Bingtao is in front in this semi-final. It's still a rather nervy, a rather edgy affair, but he leads here in Belfast by 3 frames to 2.
Cue frame 6, Jan Bingtao.
Well, a big frame coming up here, frame 6 of this semi-final. Jan Bingtao looking to lead by 2 for the first time. He won that pretty scrappy 5th frame, 3-2. I think somebody in the audience might have just dropped something there as the frame's about to start. The only problem with this venue, which is a lovely venue, is the acoustics are really, really good because, of course, it is a concert venue. So you can actually hear any bit of noise. Well, the downside with it appears to be that things keep falling from the ceiling. But some more... Thankfully, it's only foam, that's all it is, but we had that before the until now, some more. And this time the referee is going to just put it out of sight. Here we are. Well, thankfully it didn't land on Jan Bingtao, although it's only foam. So despite the masonry falling down, he's knocked that in.
Yeah, I think the best thing you can say about this match right now, we know they're not playing well, is that Jan at long range is potting more balls, he's getting in more. He's not scoring, but he's giving himself the chance to score by just knocking in balls at range. He's done it there again. Other than that, it's been not so great so far. Does that slip round the back of the pink? I think it has.
3.
Is he on it? I'm not sure. It never seemed to stop rolling. I think when he hit it, he was worried, then he thought it was going to be okay, and it just travelled on. And has finished in probably the worst place at that end of the table. Just never seemed to cease. Well, he's close to this red and he might be playing it, but this is not nice.
Quiet, please.
Well, fortune favours the brave, and he's played it well. He's on a bolt colour this time. Okay, the black's awkward and so is the pink, but he is showing some signs now of playing better.
Brown ball. Eight. Nine. $14. 15. Turn your phones off, please. Oké, hoe zit het?
Well, I think there's a phone that's gone off, and I see Ben Williams on security duty, just stepping in here. Gentleman saying it's not his phone. No. Maybe someone's left one there or something.
Well, they may have done.
It's hunt the phone time.
It does go back to the old joke, but not so much a joke. It did get said, was it John Williams who did that when the mobile phone went off? And he said, answer it and tell them you're on your way home.
Well, hopefully, whoever's it is, it's been silenced. Well, that was nicely controlled.
Yes, I think that was actually the best shot he played. He didn't play it firmly, but he was confident that he would hit the pink, enough of the pink to spread the reds and not put them on cushions, because if you hit that 100 miles an hour, those reds could have gone safe. They're all in play.
21.
The pink must go to the left corner. He just injected a bit of pace and aggression into this match, which was much needed, I think, earlier. I personally think that is the difference between the two players. It's very tight, but it's in. Every man for himself, isn't it? These two know each other, and I spoke with Victoria, who we heard from earlier on,
27.
about these two, and Yan Bingtao. He's not so much in the awe of Lyu Haotian, but
Yeah, and when you're 17, 19, it's only 2 years, but it's different to being, say, 30 and 32. It really is.
Oh. $35. $41. $42. $48. $49. $65. $56.
Needs the pink and another red. Well, I guess the key shot in this break was the split.
62.
From the blue, split them really well, and he's going to be 2 in front if he pots this. So maybe this is the moment, as I say, it was a big frame. Maybe this is the moment. We see the split again, nicely judged in terms of pace.
Well, certainly that was the shot that opened everything up, and it was played with a bit of class.
69.
Accuracy over just sheer pace.
Well, if this frame was big for Lyu Haotian, the next one really is, because if he goes 5-2 down, then it's a tall, tall order. That didn't sound the best contact, but he's already
75.
well in front here. 75 in front with just 51 on. Highest break of the match, this. It ends, so it's not going to be a century, but classy effort that from young Bingtao to par the pressure on the shoulders of his compatriot. For the first time in the match, he's 2 in front, and he's only 2 now from reaching the final tomorrow. He leads by 4 frames to 2. Not great, really, in a semi-final.
Für Lyu Haotian.
6.
You can see Jan there, 88.
1.
Like that.
Six.
Locherfolg 88%, Jan 83%, ja nur für Lyu. Das zeigt, wie schwer sie sich über weite Strecken in dieser Begegnung getan haben. Jan scheint so langsam zu seinem Spiel gefunden zu haben. Gelingt das nun auch seinem Kontrahenten? Unten am Pulk noch eine rote, die auf jeden Fall frei ist und spielbar ist. Rechts davon natürlich auch. Der Klassiker. Der Klassiker beim Split, den Fokus vom Lochen wegnehmen, vielleicht